Welcome, everyone, to famed Sanford Stadium between the hedges in Athens, Georgia, home to the Bulldogs and 90,000 of their closest friends. This is not a normal matchup. Two teams ranked in the top 10, colliding right here in the middle of the season, trying to make a strong statement, big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Georgia Bulldogs. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Trojans will kick it away to start us off. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And bulldozing his way through. And he's out of bounds here on the return. Set up. It's a first down play. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Using a strong stiff arm. And that stiff arm will help earn him the first down.
Well, they've had an entire week to try to find weaknesses in this defense and how to attack. And here in the opening drive, they're using the receiver in motion to get him the ball in space and give him those blockers out in front. Great job of designing the play and great execution here by this offense.
Takes the ball, tries the right side here. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Christian, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Catch made along the sideline, but he's short of his sticks. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
The key on the 3rd down between the quarterback and the wide receiver is the timing. That quarterback knows that he's got to get the ball out quickly and on time to give his receiver a chance to not just make the catch and stay in bounds, but to be able to give him a chance to maybe get upfield and make a play.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Chris, a really good job here by this back to be able to find that hole and pick up the yards for this first down. And boy, Georgia's had some good backs over the years, and this young man is living up to that tradition today.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And the tailback's got it again. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. He'll hand it off. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back as good as we've seen all year with the ability to accelerate through the hole. Positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And the tackle is made, but let's check out what this flag is about. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Looking to make a big play downfield. And it's caught at the 10. And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. First and goal from the 9.
Well, this game has gone from 0 to 60 in a hurry during the first drive for this offense.
The Dogs come to the line with first and goal.
Let's go.
First and goal, handoff.
Push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Here's a handoff, testing the middle. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about third down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here. Whether they run it or throw it, you get a stop here, maybe you hold them to 3 points.
Gabe moves the ball to the 4. It's third down and goal. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And it's picked off in the end zone. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
Well, here it is, opening drive of the game. You're just trying to find that rhythm, run the ball, a couple passes, and this one backfires. Poor decision by the quarterback. That's 100% on him. Now gives their own offense great field position here to get points on the board.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
Boy, a thing of beauty, right, Chris? A USC running back picking up a first down on the ground, and they had so many great backs, and probably as many as anybody when it comes to counting up individual stars. I'm going back to guys like Charles White and Marcus Allen, both won the Heisman Trophy.
Tackle made after just a short game.
With the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. And the ball is picked off. He's got some room and some blockers here. Past the 20, past the 10. Touchdown, Dogs! And the defense joins the party with a pick 6. For the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kirk.
Well, let's start with the interception. And he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands. It takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
And the Trojans begin a new series here, 1st and 10.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking to scramble. And he'll wisely throw that one away. And the Trojans looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. He's moving out of the pocket. And he just throws it away.
Man, I like this. throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. And he'll drop back here on third down. There's a shot toward the end zone. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete. Time for one more play here in the quarter. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, the pass is picked off. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Georgia 7, USC 0.
The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Timeout, Georgia.
So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Ball handed off. Fights through a tackle. And he's brought down, but hold on, there's a flag on the play. Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? First down here for this offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback making some changes at the line. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. It's a deep throw down the right sideline. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's third down.
Well, this defense has this quarterback rattled. An interception the last series, he almost threw another one.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's pulled. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
That's a great feeling when your quarterback can make a throw that keeps the drive alive. Not as good as a touchdown, but it's a lot better than having to trot over to the sideline waiting for your turn to get another chance.
Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Well, that's going to go down as an incompletion, obviously. But I like that the quarterback showed his ability to escape. Broke loose from the pocket and put the ball on a string. Just wasn't able to come up with that completion.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Hands off to the left. Breaks loose at the 40. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
But great patience and acceleration to be able to pick up this 1st down by this back from Georgia. You think of Georgia backs, you think about Herschel Walker right away, right? Sonny Michel, Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, Noshawn Marino. I mean, the list goes on and on of great Georgia backs.
And at 1st down, they go right back to him. He shreds the tackle, refusing to be brought down. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
What really good run by this running back. The defense fortunate to be able to bring him down inside the 10-yard line, but it's 1st and goal for the offense.
That huge play sets up a great opportunity. 1st and goal just outside the 5. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. They'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Chris, you don't see it often, but how much do I love seeing that fullback get a touchdown. He blocks all the time. They rarely give him a chance to get his hands on the ball, and when he does, he's rewarded with 6 points.
Handles the tricky footing, and the PAT is good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the USC offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
Here's the 2nd down play. Takes the toss, heads to his right. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another 3rd down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Catch made on the left side. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
That's a big 1st down for this offense, and it's not been a great day so far, but maybe this play can get them going. And keep this in mind, Chris, because they started the game with the possession, they will not get to start the 2nd half on offense, so they need points right here.
Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
They're going to pick up a 1st down. Nice catch, but even a better throw to show that accuracy and efficiency from that quarterback spot. And my gosh, they have so many great quarterbacks over the years that played at USC. Go back to Carson Palmer, the year he won the Heisman. What a brilliant career he had for the men of Troy. Matt Leinart. Think back to those Norm Chow offenses and the championships that Matt Leinart won. And, of course, more recently, Caleb Williams for Lincoln Riley, running and throwing and making throws just like that.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the wideout goes in motion. So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. And it's a bunch formation. Second down, we're going to throw it. He's escaping the pocket now. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
On 1st and 10, they'll look. Big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Now a chance to cut into this lead before halftime. It's 1st and goal. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. And the defense closes in quickly to stop him short of the goal line.
I love to see this by this quarterback. And instead of giving up on the play and just throwing it away or trying to put one into coverage, he just takes off, reminds his defense what he can do with his legs, and almost took it to the house.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just throw it away. After a long drive, it's a crucial 4-point play. Can they score a touchdown or have to settle for 3? 3rd and goal. Looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket now. They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line. They pass up the chip shot field goal attempt. They're going to go for it on 4th down. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
USC.
The coach is not feeling the field goal attempt. They're going for it on 4th and goal here. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Pressure is coming. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. And that's a solid return after the interception.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, that is a big-time play.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And he's going to float this one to the right side. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. He goes down quickly, but comes up with a nice interception.
Chris, it feels like to me the offense is being really cautious. The defenders are just sitting back there almost playing backyard football, knowing the offense is being a little bit more conservative. Eyes on the football, stepped in front of it, and makes the pick.
First half clock with just 7 seconds remaining for this first down play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. That pass is caught. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. It's like one more play here before halftime. First down, looking to throw the ball. And he lofts one deep over the middle. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? And he'll be brought down as time runs out during the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Georgia 14, USC 0.
The Dogs will kick it away to get us going in the second half. Kickoff will be a return. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. The first job here, protect the football. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. Receiver makes the catch. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. The pickup is just 3 yards. Now it's third down and 7.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
On third down, he drops to throw. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Looking to throw it on first down. And they heave it deep downfield. Catch made to the 20 and the deep shot. Big gain. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
Great timing here with the quarterback and the wide receiver. That receiver does a nice job of keeping his route vertical, and the quarterback's taught to put the ball away from the defender towards the boundary. Good adjustment by the receiver and a big play by the offense.
And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away. And the Trojans come up to the line in a hurry-up. Looking to pass here on second down. The ball is caught, and he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
As quarterbacks, when you see man-to-man coverage, before the ball's even snapped, you're looking for a matchup that you want to exploit, take advantage of. This time, he waits for the back to find that matchup with the linebacker, makes the throw, and picks up a first down.
Third down, out of the shotgun. The pass rush closing in. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. Crucial play, down double digits in the second half. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Looking to throw it again. He's got it right near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, USC.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend when the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this. Good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
PHC is good. They still trail, though.
That makes the score. Georgia 14, USC.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Number 10, safety kickoff.
Return here from inside the 15-yard line. Gets it to the 25-yard line, and that's where they start the drive. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. An interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Now it's second down here. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Across the 40 now. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this call. Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Receiver in motion now. They look to throw it here on second down. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
Well, let's face it. They dug themselves a hole in the first half, but I'll tell you what. They're coming out with a new look and a new energy here to start the second half.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Now, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
And here's the return now from midfield. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Trying to extend the play. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. And he decides to step out of bounds, avoiding the contact. Doesn't have enough for the first down.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time, before he could get out, they keep him to a short gain.
Second down after that previous play. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. And the Trojans will come to the line and crank up the tempo. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking for the wideout. He makes the grab. And they pick up the first down. Tackle at the 25.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
And the Trojans line up on 1st and 10 now. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Back to throw again. Grab made by the tight end. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And they'll stop him short of the goal line. Offense will set up inside the 5.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field. Somebody that can match up more athletically against this.
Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, SC. So a quarterback who can escape and score like that, what a boost for this offense.
Yeah, and quarterbacks like this who can scramble are so hard to defend because the defense is so caught up in coverage and defending the pass. By the time they realize what's happening, there's no chance of stopping him from scoring.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards. The returner coughs up the football inside their own 20.
Another example of taking care of the football and how big of a deal this is. Usually it's running backs in practice that are working overtime on ball security. But after this, next week, this returner might be in those drills too. Can't be trusted to return it when you can't hold on to the football.
First down, looking to throw the football. Catch made on the left side. Touchdown, Trojans. And they go in front here in the second half. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over.
Bulldogs will take over. First and 10.
And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Makes a quick grab. And the ball to the ground. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And left with no option, just has to throw it away. And the Trojans come to the line in a hurry up. He's back to throw again on second down. Fires it to the wideout. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a first and goal from the 10.
First and goal, USC.
And looking to throw now on first down. Makes the catch. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Southern California. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. But let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14.
Good. That makes the score. USC 28, Georgia 14.
Now they get set to kick it away.
Set to kick this one away.
Turner choosing to field this one. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. They're just able to stop him, but that is a great return there. He's a dangerous guy with the football. It's a great spot to start this drive. And one final play before the end of the quarter. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Catch is made down the middle. And they're finally able to bring him down. A big gain to wrap up the third quarter.
Georgia 14.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Jukes to get free. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Georgia Now operating in the red zone. A pop pass on the jet sweep. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Looking to throw again. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And he throws his third interception of the day. Not much room in that return. Tackled at the 16, but an important takeaway for this defense.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the USC offense is back out on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Makes the catch downfield. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
Well, how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. I think the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having a lead here in the fourth.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you got to have to come up with and make a catch.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Looking to scramble. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Launching it downfield. It's caught downfield. It's a big gain across midfield all the way to the 39-yard line. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. And the Trojans pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. The shotgun handoff here. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
You're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the fourth quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job of eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the fourth quarter.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. He's moving out of the pocket. He's got it for a big gain. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
And he'll wisely throw that one away. Incomplete. Second down coming up. And he'll set up to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. The pocket breaking down. And he just throws it away. This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. It's a turnover. Powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Important second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back. Throws a rocket toward the right side. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on third down and long. It's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on fourth and long.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. Now, if the play fake, he'll look to throw it. And they've got him a sack to end the drive. What a play by this defense.
Well, I don't blame the offensive coordinator here. It's the right thing to do down a couple scores. They just didn't execute.
And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. They moved it well last time. Got across the 50, but then fumbled the football away.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all three to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. They'll work the clock here with the running game. Good enough for first down yardage.
How impressive have these guys been up front today? Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And the Trojans come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Offense getting set. Second down play here. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Solid tackle, able to get him down. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. On the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, USC. team on now for the extra point. Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fields it just outside the goal line. Returner tackle right there. That's where they'll start the drive. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. This has been a rough game for these guys. Not much left to do but play for pride. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
So second down after the incompletion. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. He flips it to the back across the middle.
To this game, but they'll take it. You know, you try to do everything that you can to learn and try to build for the future. And at this point in the game, it's obviously over, but you love to see the offensive coordinator still giving this quarterback opportunities.
That completion sets up a third down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a first down.
Well, when you play zone defense on third down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's picked off again, the 4th for this QB today. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, that interception really about cost them the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
The guys up front lined up. It's first down. And with this one wrapped up, the quarterback will just take a knee. Well, this was an intriguing matchup coming in. We weren't sure which way it was going to go. Kirk, what do you think made the difference today?
Well, I think it's the critical moments, the third downs, the red zones, the turnover margin. Those are the areas you're usually going to see the difference in a close game. And today they were able to come up on top in a lot of those aspects of the game.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.